In 1990, the now famous Aubrey Hall fire burned 3,500 acres across the west side of Bend. It jumped 3 major roadways, burned 22 houses, caused $9 million in damages, and cost $2 million to suppress, and did all this in less than 10 hours.
The Aubrey Hall fire, which threatened subdivisions on Bend's west side.
It burned down. It started burning some of the houses that were in the way.
The fire burned south toward Deschutes River Woods through an open space now home to the Tetherow Resort.
I don't really know why they called it Aubrey Hall fire, because it technically started at Aspen Hall. Aubrey Hall isn't a thing, except a fire. Today, we're covering Tetherow. Today, much of those 3,500 acres are now the home of some of Bend's most luxurious real estate. Neighborhoods such as Shoveling Commons, Westgate, Discovery West, Tree Farm, the Highlands at Broken Top. And today, yep, you guessed it, we're gonna talk about one of the largest and most unique neighborhoods in that bunch, Tetherow. Well, I mean, maybe you didn't guess it because you already knew that we were gonna talk about it because that's why you whatever, let's just get into it, okay? Tetherow is arguably one of Bend's most luxurious neighborhoods and resorts. Located on the western edge of town, it is the closest community, residential community, to Mount Bachelor for all those, winter sports obsessed enthusiasts. And it's also just down the road from downtown Bend and from the Old Mill District. So if you could call it anything, you could call it right in the perfect spot. That's what I'd say. Now, Tetherow is a resort, meaning that it has a boutique hotel that's got about 50 rooms, a pool, spa, 2 pools actually, one for residents and one for hotel guests. Hot tub, sauna, state-of-the-art fitness center, restaurants, some with very fine dining. The clubhouse hosts about 40 to 50 weddings per year with about 200 other events, corporate events. And then of course there's this little known golf course. Okay, it's not little known, it's actually very well known. The 18-hole Tetherow course is a classic links style course. Lots of rolling hills and grasses throughout. Now, this course was designed by David McClay Kidd, who golf enthusiasts will know designed the Bandon Dunes courses, which are the top 5 courses in Oregon, and all 5 of them are also in the top 100 courses in the entire country. So it's a big deal here. Now, the rest of the 700 acres consists of 4 different neighborhoods that are all spread out across the course. They're golf course front neighborhoods. But more on them in a second, because then there are a bunch of smaller neighborhoods that are closer to the clubhouse and that are all much smaller and tighter together, more like a traditional neighborhood. The Rim, Triple Knot, Cascade Vista, Outrider Overlook, these are all examples that have more of a neighborhood feel. You can still be a part of this amazing development, yet not have to take care of a half acre or more. Now, those larger homes, my, they are exquisite. Heath is very wide open, rolling hills, very classic links style Tetherow. It's got a 2,400 square foot minimum. Glen is the opposite. It's in a part that's still kind of treed, forested, so you're set back into the woods a little bit. It has an 1,800 square foot minimum. The Crescent is kind of a combination of both, where it's treed on one side of the road and more of the rolling hills on the other. It carries a 2,600 square foot minimum build size. And the reason I mention the square footage of all these neighborhoods is because this neighborhood is all BYOB. And you gotta know how far to walk to the fridge, right? No. Bring your own builder. So all these homes were individual lots sold and built with beautiful custom homes on them. Now, that's not to tease that you can buy your own lot here, because you can't. It's sold out. But that's to let you know that all of the homes in here are custom built masterpieces. The 4th neighborhood is called Tartan Jerome. Now, it is all built by the same builder, Arrowwood, but just because they're all built by the same builder and some of the floor plans repeat does not mean that they are not spectacular homes in their own right. Now, out of the 600 residences here in Tetherow, 400 of them are along the golf course here. The others are closer to the clubhouse, and we've already talked about them a little bit, but the last section that we want to talk about are exclusively unique in their own right. The neighborhoods of Trailhead and Cairn are sold exclusively as nightly rentals, vacation rentals, STRs. They will never not be short-term rentals. In fact, they are deed restricted that they must be available as a short-term rental for 38 weeks out of the year. So you can't just live in these. These are investment properties. Now, at first when these came to market, they were kind of a tough sell. People want to move to Tetherow to live here. But because of the tightening city restrictions on STRs, these things have become very, very popular because they're always going to be here, they're always going to be available. And people who just want a second home in the Bend area can find that here at Tetherow. Tetherow has a little something for everyone. I mean, the golf, all the amenities, the proximity to the mountain, right? But it also has walking paths throughout the entire 700 acres, and it even has bike paths like in parallel. And a lot of those bike paths actually have multiple access points out to the Phil's trail system. But all these amazing amenities do come at a cost. Let's talk about membership. Membership is required, and there are two options. You could do the golf membership, or you could do the social membership. The social membership costs about $7,500 as a one-time fee, and then about $226 per month reoccurring. The social membership gets you access to the clubhouse, pool, gym, and actually includes discounts for things like the restaurant and discounts with golf. The golf membership is $36,000 and $565 per month, but this includes golf at Tetherow. So, property ownership is not required here in Tetherow to be a golf member, so people from the outside can be members of Tetherow without having to be property owners. However, they do give property owners in Tetherow first dibs. Then of course, that's just membership, that's not HOA. Each neighborhood has its own HOA fee that's monthly, ranging from around $150 to $400 per month for the HOA, just depending on which part of the neighborhood you're in. So if you are interested in everything, boy, it's hard to find a better resort neighborhood than Tetherow. I will say that we are pretty much sold out here in Tetherow. However, since most of these started being built around the 2010 range, we are starting to get to that turnover season where homes are coming back available on the market as resales for the first time. So just something to think about. Yep. Thanks for sticking with us. If you like this video and other content similar to this, be sure to check out our channel. Go ahead and subscribe, smash that notification bell if that's what you're into. And yep, gotta say it. If you have any interest in Bend real estate, be sure to reach out to my team and I. We would love to be your resource of choice. And I'm out. This gets you access to the clubhouse, pool, lawnmowers in the background, but it also gets you discounts for golf and restaurants, stuff like that.